All right, guys, so we're gonna stay on the same theme of the loop choke, okay? A couple more points of this, choke. One thing that I saw some of you guys doing, I'll do this side because it's easier. When you guys were applying the choke, you were losing your shoulder pressure. So you were closing your elbow and pulling your shoulder back. See that? That's gonna loosen, he can pop his head out and we're no good. So when I'm here, my shoulder stays forward, my elbow comes back over here. And look, I'm almost just pulling, almost like I wanna look through him over here. See how nothing comes loose, there's no slack. So we have to make sure that we keep that mechanic. That's probably the biggest mistake that I see done on this choke, okay? But now, let's talk about doing this with a standing opponent, okay? And again, can you stand, Ivan? Yeah, when I'm here and I'm playing the cross collar, this is a pretty safe guard to play. However, sometimes the guy can get crazy and jump some flying arm bar or flying triangle. So to avoid that, I just keep my knee towards my elbow over here. This way I don't give him that space where he can fit his hip under here, right? So, when you're playing like this, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen, but you gotta be aware about that space if the guy, is good at those moves. But assuming that we're good to go over here now, we're gonna imagine that, Ivan put my back on the ground and then he started to circle around, right? And now we're gonna add a little bit of an element of retention, so I can kind of rock my legs in this situation. And then when I rock my legs, I sit up and I'm trying to square back up with this. And look, now's the timing where his head's a little bit low. My elbow comes high over here, like so. And then again, I'm gonna just snap him down. But now, we're gonna say in this timing that Ivan's smart over here, or he thinks he's smart. He's gonna pass away from his head, like this, okay? And normally, if he did this on the guillotine, this would relieve the pressure of the choke. And maybe he can even do the Von Flue choke on me, put his shoulder in my neck and maybe even make me tap if I got desperate here. But the loop choke still gives me the choke even though he's on that position that should have alleviated the pressure. So we'll do from the beginning again. So I'm here, you put my back on the ground, I rock up, I blade myself to him. Notice how I have my elbow high and I'm framing. I found the time to just snap him down. But Ivan's pretty smart, he starts to circle around. And now, in this position, same thing, my shoulder stays over, my elbow goes back. And I'm gonna start pulling my elbow towards the ceiling as I straighten the collar and as I drive my wrist into his neck on this side, like this. The main issue with this choke that you'll feel actually is that sometimes your partner will start to spin. So we have two ways to deal with that. Number one is I just hold him, so I grab his belt, I reach underneath, I can grab his belt, and now I start to spin still. And I can even walk my legs into that choke. If for some reason Ivan is alleviating the pressure with a spin, I have to feel which way his weight is and go with it and get on top. So what I mean is, if Ivan starts spinning towards this way, yeah, looking towards the ceiling, see how that's unwinding the choke? Can you come back? So what I want to do is if his weight's on top, I almost want to follow him and flip him over me. So go ahead, start to spin, Ivan. Like this. Okay, and I find myself on top. Notice I post my north leg in this situation. And on the other side, you can either get the underhook or I can make a cradle. But again, I want a grip that's going to stop him from spinning. And then now from this position, I close everything the same way. Shoulder forwards, elbow back, straighten my wrist, pull up. Okay. One more time. So let's do this side. I think it's going to be better. I then put my back on the ground, came up, I rock up, I'm framing, I'm heisting up, I snap his head down quickly. He passes. We end up over here. The other thing that could happen is he starts to alleviate the pressure, but his hip weight is back, like this. But start to turn, Ivan. Yes, like this, okay? So now I feel I can't take him over. There's no weight to take him over. But as he turns his hip down, you can put your hip down. Yeah. What I'm gonna look to do now is kind of almost like bridge and come on top. Like this, like a back roll. And then we have the same finished position. If he's on his side, I just go get his leg, step this north leg up, close my elbow, close my shoulder, straighten my grip. Okay? Let's try to do one last time quick, okay? Ready? Finish here, or get my finish here.